Anyways, if anyone doesn't know what this is Pokemon Run Bun, the world's hardest Pokemon Nuzlocke, where every single trainer is custom designed to ruin your day. This is the trainer we're dealing with to start out today. A Quick Claw Explosion Drought Torkoal, a Life Orb Sheer Force Tauros, a Charizard with Bright Powder so you miss. It also has Belly Drum, an Assault Vest Granbull with Intimidate, and a Focus Band, infinitely reusable Focus Band, Arcanine Hisui. Donphan does die to Double Band Proc. I can't see a better line. Like, I just can't see a better option. We're risking 2 1% chances. That's what we're doing on this fight. We're risking 2 1%. Alright. Oh, this boulder is shaking in response to the Magma emblem. What the heck? Who opened this door? Alright. There is a very realistic chance that Pokemon die on this fight. There's 2 different situations where we're risking basically a 1% chance that a Pokemon just straight up dies. That's the best we could come up with after, I don't know, it's been several hours for this one fight. I'm sick. I'm sick. Both physically, you can hear it, and you can hear it, but also I'm sick of planning for this fight, so. We call this one the Flygon HG, where we just hope the bad luck doesn't happen, and then it doesn't happen. Or we don't know about the bad luck. Alright, let's go. Frick it. Frick this fight. Frick this frickin' fight. Let's frickin' go. If something goes wrong, we simply will clause it. When Team Magma has roll call, we get an important guarding assignments in order that we line up. I'm sick. It's not my fault. If I make a mistake, it's because I'm sick and we clause it. I'm not being serious, by the way. Alright, so this Torkoal has a Quick Claw and can explode. It's a 0.8% chance. If it happens, Flygon simply dies. That's the first risk. Everybody has 1 sick clause and 1 birthday clause. Alright, fortunately, it's not my birthday today. Because if they overlapped on the same day, that would suck. So, if we see the jingle from the Quick Claw, there's then like a 1 in whatever chance that Bok Choy dies. We just don't want to see the Quick Claw activate. Okay. So, the 1% chance of Flygon dying is now gone. That's incredible. That's actually incredible. That makes it so there's basically no risk of Caparaja dying now. That takes away a huge amount of risk. Because this is now going to Play Rough, which deals less than Body Slam. Because it could have Body Slammed if it got a Quick Claw attack on me. So we're going to switch in Curry the Caparaja now. As it's going to guaranteed Play Rough. Youch! And now it's going to guaranteed Fire Blast. It has Sheer Force and a Life Orb. So fortunately, we cannot get burned by this Fire Blast on my Kebab. We've pre-damaged Kebab in case Fire Blast misses here. Ideally, it does miss. Whatever. I didn't care. Sheesh. It's a little annoying, but who cares, man? Who cares? So, yeah, close combat now kills this Tauros. It doesn't outspeed us or anything, so we're fine. I calc that, Chad, don't worry. I knew we were always living. Alright, we got the crit back. The world is balanced. The world is fair. Now, Charizard's gonna come in because it sees a kill. Unfortunately, it sees a kill with a random move, so it could use the high damaging moves against me now. This is kind of the scary part of the fight, because you can't really plan out the whole thing. But Lobster is going to switch in on a random move Charizard. Charizard has Belly Drum and Bright Powder. It's not going to be using Belly Drum because I two-shot it. That was the best move it could have used. Fantastic. It outsped me anyways, and Flame Charge does no damage. So now we're just gonna yawn. And then we're gonna Future Sight, and then we're gonna just spam Slack Off, basically. I think I might yawn and then Slack Off, just to get back to full here. Any Peach Out fans in the chat? That yawn went out to you. So yeah, it's just gonna hit me again with dual Wing Beat. I'll Slack Off to full HP, and it's gonna be sleeping next turn. Nope, don't like that guy. Oh, that's... Oh, sorry. I didn't realize this is such a sensitive topic. Okay, so Charizard's asleep. This is a guaranteed sleep turn, so we're free to just Future Sight. Yep. So I hit the Future Sight, and then I'm just gonna spam Yawn until it wakes up. Cool. Alright. So now we can simply just Slack Off until it gets hit by Future Sight, and then Future Sight again, and then just hit Slack Off until it dies, essentially. So yeah, it's a stupid idiot baby that's asleep. So we're just gonna hit it with another Future Sight, as it's guaranteed to be sleeping. And as long as we're at full HP when this dies, as long as it's at full HP when it dies, Lobster is, then Granbull comes in. So we want Granbull to come in. So I just spam Slack Off now. Da-da-da-da. So it got the minimum sleep turns, which is why I decided to spam Slack Off. Does Future Sight hit this turn? It does, alright. Because we had the zoom lens, none of our attacks were going to miss. Because we got the 20% boost. It has Bright Powder, so we had 108% accuracy, you know, 90%, and then 20% of that is 18%, which brings us up to 108. Granbull now comes out, and Granbull is going to try and intimidate me. It's not going to work. I think I just yawn here as it hits me with a move. Yeah. We want no crit here, ideally. Cool. Now, I believe... Do I switch this? I switch now, I believe. Because we want to take one Play Rough on my Caparaja, and then it falls asleep. So I believe with the sequencing, Curry is going to come in, take one Play Rough, then it falls asleep, and it's guaranteed to sleep for one turn. We're holding a Metal Coat in case of a Play Rough attack drop. Good. Alright, it should fall asleep now. Excellent. And now Heavy Slam guaranteed kills. It has one guaranteed sleep turn, so it will sleep for this one turn. So Heavy Slam, go. Okay. Now we have the other 1% chance in this fight. The Arcanine Hisui comes out. It's the last Pokemon. And it's quite the problem. It's in the sun. It has Flare Blitz and Head Smash and a Focus Band. So it can just kill you. Because I'm on high HP, this is guaranteed to Flare Blitz me. P guaranteed survives a Flare Blitz even if it crits, and it will always bring me below 20 or below 50% no matter what. So P is gonna come in, get a free switch. Cool. Does that bring me above half? That, I don't know if it's relevant, but it just is always nice. It does. Cool. I guess we can use it again. Now Peanut is going to save our day here. There is a 10% chance that this Arcanine survives any one hit. I can use Knockoff to get rid of its Focus Band, but we found that we actually have better odds to just risk it. So we're just gonna hit Earthquake, as it's going to Flare Blitz. Ideally no burn here. Cool. There's a Citrus Berry. There's a chance we survive another one if the Focus Band procs here. The Focus Band procced. There's the first 10%. If it procs again, Peanut dies. It didn't activate again. Peanut lives. No deaths in the battle. With the Citrus Berry, there was actually only about a 50% chance that Donphan died from a second Flare Blitz, so we ended up... Peanut wasn't even guaranteed dead. But yeah, I can proc a second time, and there you go. There's our first battle done. No deaths, thank God. Hey, hey. Camera up tight. We should probably decide what our encounter is gonna be, actually. Like, are we gonna wait and do Hell Room? Or, like, should we just crank an Ursaluna in room 1? Like, here's the thing. If we get, like, a Victory Bell or a Shiftry or an Executor, like, the only bad thing is, like, this can explode, right? Because, like, we could wait and do the Hell Room encounter, or room 5. But, like, what are the odds that we can survive that and actually do something meaningful? I don't know. It seems like every room here is decent depending on what you need. Also, I would like to get a Dreepy, which is in the game corner, where with 7 badges, you can get Gibble, Goomy, Jangmo-O, or Dreepy. But, like, we can guarantee ourselves a Bagon. We can guarantee a Bagon, but we can also get, like, a 1 in 4 for a Goomy later after 7th badge. But, I mean, I feel like this is the split that you kind of want the Goomy on. Why do people do room 5 over room 6, 7? Room 5 is for Hydreigon plus Garchomp, if there's a lack of dragons in the box. Okay, well, I have a decent amount of dragons. I have Flygon, I have Dragonite, and I have Hydreigon. Let's keep going until we feel stuck, because I don't think we felt stuck yet. But we will be sacrificing stuff on probably Maxie 2 and Tabitha. I believe there is, that is required. Alright, chat. It's time to do the Magma Hideout Grunt number 2. Okay, we get to see Acai for the first time. You tab in for the first fight of the day, chat. We get a rare Tabasco. Sorry, I have the Nuzlocke tab of the Dex's Den open, and I just want to highlight a message that I just saw here. Flygon not being on the sheet is the equivalent of me jacking off to the Goombas from Mario. Can anyone explain to me what this means? What are they trying to say? They're making fun of a previous comment that compared it to Leffen. the Toxic Smash player? Are you better at sucking or blowing? I think about the same. They require an equal amount of skill. I would be shivering with nerves, but we're in a volcano. Don't worry, chat. I have a feeling that this fight will go exactly as planned. All right, let's send it. 3, 2, 1. First fight of the day. I wasn't worried before you said that. I wasn't worried until I said that either. I don't know why I said that. Is the line riskless? I don't know. I think so. Unless we missed a detail. It should be fine. So first turn, most likely it's gonna stealth rocks, so we knock off to get rid of this Aggron's focus band. It has focus band and sturdy and counter, which is really freaking annoying. But we got off its focus band. Now we're gonna get rid of its rocks, as it most likely is going to use heavy slammer counter. The secondary effect of rapid spin is that it raises my speed. So it removes the rocks. And now, because of the speed boost, I outspeed Aggron. It doesn't have a focus band. Its sturdy is broken, so we just kill with Earthquake. And now the rest of this fight is completely sort of freeform. Whatever comes in, we just switch in its counter. So whatever comes in, Houndoom. All right, so this Houndoom is going to be using Dark Pulse or Will-O-Wisp, I think. Almost certainly Dark Pulse. So we are going to be switching in Meatloaf on the Dark Pulse or the very low chance of a Will-O-Wisp. Yes. It takes a Dark Pulse pretty well. It's using up its Dark Gem. And because we are burned, we simply kill in one hit with a Mach Punch. So Mach Punch will kill now. Good. And now, whatever Pokemon comes out next, we will simply switch in its counter. Marowak. Alright, so it looks like Marowak outspeeds and sees a kill with Flare Blitz, I think? Yeah, it looks like Flare Blitz. Yeah, so we switch in Hydreigon on the Flare Blitz. Yep. Acai. First time in. Why has it only got one head? The only thing that can go wrong here is if we get burned. Okay, I was kidding. I just wanted to build tension. We were actually still fine if we got burned. Now we just Dark Pulse, and it kills it. Dark Pulse. Because we have a 28 special attack stat on a freaking Hydreigon. A 28 IV. It's strong. Alright, so now I'm gonna guess Electivire comes in. Aha! Okay. So now it's gonna do, I think, Cross Chop. Yeah, I think it Cross Chops now. So Kebab is going to take the Cross Chop. I know it's scary, but I think Kebab can take it. Like a critical hit Cross Chop. As long as it doesn't use Wild Charge, which I think it literally just cannot use Wild Charge. Yeah. I think yeah, no, it can't use Ice Punch. It has to Cross Chop here. So Kebab is going to switch in on it could Magnet Rise. Magnet Rise is really weird AI that is undocumented. Okay. So we live the Cross Chop. We take some poison. Now it's just going to use like a random move, I guess. I don't really know. We just flip turn to get the hell out of here before we die. So we flip turn out. We deal about half. Tabasco comes in. The poison is because it could have Ice Punched, and we didn't want to get frozen. And we didn't want to burn to lower our attack. Okay. So Wild Charge. Oh my god. Woo! That was totally fine the whole time. It's just... that is the most amount of damage it could have possibly done. That is literally the maximum roll. That is... I think that's the most it possibly could have done. We're fine now. We kill with an overheat. I believe overheat always hits. Right? 100% accuracy. Okay, yeah. Whatever we do, do not flare blitz. We overheat now. Okay, good. Now the only Pokemon left is Seviper. And it is using a purely random move, I believe. Tabasco always on the edge. That's okay. As long as it stays alive. So yeah, now we just switch in Bok Choy, and I believe Bok Choy will Earthquake. If it gets hit with a Fire Blast, we Earth Power instead. But it has Fire Blast, Gunk Shot, Earthquake, Giga Drain. It also has a Quick Claw, which is kind of annoying. Use Giga Drain. Alright, we're good now. Perfectly safe to... Earthquake and kill. But I'm gonna Earth Power for fun. No, no. Does this have a Soft Sand? No, this doesn't have a Soft Sand. There was some risk in this fight, I have just realized. If we got burned on Fire Blast, then Earth Power wouldn't have killed. It was technically dead to Gunk Shot, Max Roll, Crit, Poison, Quick Claw, Gunk Shot, Max Roll, Crit. No. No, because of, no. Because of the Stitches Berry. Anyways, oh, it got the Quick Claw off. It's hitting us with its gunk. Oh, God. The Quick Claw gunk. That's fine. All right. I got gunked. Oh, no. All right. The fight's down. Is it the first Quick Claw proc of the run? No. No, we've definitely seen other Quick Claws. Arg, taken down. Why burn prevent the kill? Earth Power only deals 93%. Could have pre-toxic to avoid burn. All right, this grunt took a little bit of time, but we figured him out. Figured out a decent strategy where we chain kill with Greninja. All right, let's go. Hold it right there. You don't really expect me to keep my trap shut and let you waltz by me. So, the main problem Pokemon of this fight was Nidoking. There's also a Quick Claw exploding Camerupt. But the main problem was his Nidoking. It has a Focus Band, and it has Stealth Rock. Very annoying. What we're going to do is, so it can't use Stealth Rock, we're basically just going to bait a bunch of kills over and over again. So, it can see that it kills me with Earthquake right now. So it's going to use Earthquake, and it's also faster than me because I'm level 74, not 79. I think we might have outsped if we were level 79, fun fact. So we can fake out here, and it will deal a little bit of damage. Nidoking flinches, and now, because it sees a kill with Earthquake, it's going to use Earthquake. So Bok Choy is going to take no damage from the Earthquake. It is Toxic Poisoned, so it takes no damage from the Earthquake. And then it's going to take a little bit from Toxic Poison. We Toxic Poisoned specifically so it can't Poison Point us. And regular Poison. Because we only stay in for one turn. If we're only staying in for one turn, it's better to be Toxic Poisoned. Because we take 116 rather than 1/8. So, now, because we're at 200 HP, that's the exact amount of HP where Nidoking's Ice Punch kills me. So it's going to use Ice Punch over Stealth Rock now. So, we're going to U-turn to deal a little bit of damage because we outspeed by a couple of points. And we're going to go right back into Togedemaru, our Dumpling, to take the Ice Punch. And now, because Dumpling has the Iron Barb's ability, it's going to take an additional 12%. And this is how we're getting around the Focus Band. The Iron Barbs goes through Focus Band, so it's going to kill itself. Because we didn't get frozen there, we are free to fake out yet again. So we're going to fake out for a little bit of extra damage. Good. Nidoking flinches. And now we're able to switch back into Bok Choy to do that same cycle again.
where we're going to take 14 damage from Toxic Poison, because the Toxic counter is reset when you switch. Just like that, and we're going to U-turn out. Just like so. We're going to switch into Dumpling, who takes another Ice Punch. Iron Barbs. I think a high roll fake out could kill here. If it doesn't, again, that's totally fine. Didn't kill, that's a-okay. So now it's going to use Earthquake. We're going to switch into Bok Choy. Takes a little bit of poison. And now U-turn will kill unless Focus Band procs. Alright, Focus Band didn't proc. That's totally fine. We now get to switch in Dumpling. If the Focus Band procced, then Dumpling would have been hit by the Ice Punch, and it would have died anyways due to its Iron Barbs, because Focus Band does not protect Iron Barbs. So now Aerodactyl outspeeds and sees a kill. Aerodactyl outspeeds and sees a kill with only Earthquake, I believe, at this HP. Yep. So it now has to Earthquake, and we will switch into Flygon one more time to take the Earthquake. It was going to either Earthquake or Fire Fang, but luckily we got the Earthquake. It didn't matter, but it's just less damage overall. So we're going to take no damage from the Earthquake here. And now we're doing a funky little dance now. It isn't necessary. So now it's going to Dual Wing Beat, because Dual Wing Beat is its highest damaging move. Our Caracosta, Tortellini, because of its incredible defensive IVs, actually takes this quite well. It takes this Dual Wing Beat quite well indeed. And now this Aerodactyl guaranteed is going to Earthquake. So I've just actually realized, because it was guaranteed to Earthquake, we didn't need to do those extra 2 turns. But I'm just sticking to my line to not mess it up. I'm realizing now, yeah, we only did that switch to guarantee, because it could have Fire Fanged or Earthquake sometimes. But because it was guaranteed to Earthquake, we didn't need to do these steps. It didn't really matter. Now it's guaranteed to Earthquake again, which is a little unnecessary, I will admit. It's less thinking. I'm following the line. We switch in Electrode on a guaranteed Earthquake. This Earthquake should never kill. Yeah, we could have saved 2 turns. Who cares? Woo! Okay. So now, this is the only Pokemon that outspeeds this Aerodactyl, is my Electrode. We are holding a Life Orb, and we are going to do a lot of damage, potentially kill with Volt Switch. We needed to outspeed, specifically because this thing has a King's Rock. A crit does not kill me, no. So now, that was going to use just like a completely random-ass move, I believe. So we're going to switch in Peanut on that random-ass move. Peanut's able to take any one hit. Any one random-ass move. There's Fire Fang. We're Toxic Poisoned. So Fire Fang couldn't burn me. Because now, we need to outspeed and kill this because it has the King's Rock. And Ice Shard kills if we're not burned. So, we're Ice Sharding now to kill the Aerodactyl. We have 81 speed on this Donphan, which means their exploding Quick Claw Camera-Ups cannot come in. And instead, I believe it is going to be the Slacking. Who's going to retaliate. Because it's a 140 base power move. Slacking. That is Slacking's animation and not Zoroark's animation. Just have to pay attention there. So, the Pokemon that's going to be taking a Retaliate from a Slacking, the 140 base power physical move. And he's going to take it quite well. Tortellini. Bah! Tortellini takes it. Now, the next turn, Slacking will be Truant. So because it's Truant, we get a free switch into Chicken. Chicken comes in on the Truant turn. Now, my Greninja is able to outspeed this Slacking. And we'll be killing it with Surf. It is holding a Mystic Water. It has it has its Torrent ability, which increases its water damage to do an enormous amount of damage with Surf. And it's not killing with this Surf, though. It's ejecting it to kill it later. Now, this is Camerupt, and this is actually Camerupt. Now, this Camerupt has a Quick Claw and Explosion. So, it can outspeed and explode and just kill me. The thing is, with a Torrent Mystic Water, we actually have a priority move in Water Shuriken. So, Water Shuriken, 2 hits, deals exactly 100% if we're Torrent, if we're holding Mystic Water. And it is a priority move, so it outspeeds Quick Claw. It should outspeed Quick Claw. Okay. It shows the animation for that was relevant. That was relevant that we had Water Shuriken. So now, I believe Slacking comes out next. And we do outspeed it. So we are able to simply kill with Surf this time. Okay. And now a Zoroark comes in, which we are also able to one-shot with Surf. Okay. And that's the fight. Woo.